Happy Midsummer, aka Cancer season. Let's do a first quarter of the year check in. Have you changed your toothbrush? Have you done your spring cleaning? You know what? I'm just gonna post a video wherein I explain how the astrological themes go hand in hand with the themes of life. But first of all, happy birthday, Mom! It's Veteran Day, so if you hear airplanes, my mom, the real veteran. Either way, now I got that out of the way. The moon is out of the way because Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the moon shifts signs every 2.5 days, which makes the Cancer, and especially Cancer risings, a little moody sometimes. And yeah, like if I were a Leo rising, I'd have that connection with the sun, and that's how I step into my mama archetype this month. Let me put this thing away. Either way, what happens, because the fourth house is governed by Cancer, and Cancer, the fourth house has the themes of family ties, family influence, old age, the nurturing parent, your mom. So mom is really in a prominent role around this time of year, or your own role as a nurturing parent, as a mom, and yeah, or dad, because we have single parents and we also have that inner child we need to reparent. With the last theme, the roots. Remember we talked about the erosion in your foundation in Taurus season? There are also some toxic roots which need to go. Like, yeah, you need to change your plants every year, like all those exes. Is it necessary? The Cancer has the dominant sentence, I feel. And let's dive right into the feels with me. I'll do this a lot if you're with me, but the Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave. It's such a thin book, so I had to pick it out beforehand. So let me discuss it beforehand, because this book, it made me pissed. It made me so pissed, and not even necessarily at like another crayon color, because the dividing of crayon colors is also discussed in this book, but it's not about crayon colors. It's not about a long time. But the end of this letter, the plan in this letter, was in 2012, 2020, whatever. So the foundation is the collective foundation, eh? It's the collective roots. Let's do something. Let's do the bare minimum. If you want me to read the book, let me know. It will take like 20-30 minutes or something, as it's so thin and like most of it is just like the foreword and stuff. This book. I love feeling uncomfortable. It helps me expand my comfort zone. So that's the feels ruled by the moon. And every season starts with a cardinal sign. Cardinal means starting, initiating. And Cancer is ruled by the water element, and water representing emotions or the intuition. We step in a season of Cancer which likes to start emotions. So emotional bonds. It's more of the bonding thing. And we don't do trauma bonding. We only do success bonding over here. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Follow the feeling you get in your chest and in your stomach, because the Cancer in medical astrology also rules the chest and the stomach. I'll dive into that right now. I've done this week in the weekly overview. Come journal with me, week 25. So we're going to head in the monthly overview, week 26, 27, 28, and 29, as we shift through the month to Leo season. The first week is we have an aspect every day. At first, we have the first quarter moon, so the moon in Libra, and our first kind of obstacle between the moon and the sun. But as we have that on Monday, the 26th of June, Mars in Leo will also be in a fixed square with Uranus in Taurus. So Mars in Leo is being assertive in your expression, expressing assertion, and there's a square, so an obstacle occurring between your evolution, having evolved. Especially now in the season of the mother. Like I said one time, I've had a strained relationship with my mom because my mama grew up here and I grew up here. So the things she learned here will never ever apply to me over here. Well, sometimes, but I had to stand up to her, be assertive in my expression to gain that evolution. Because if I were to do the things Mama told me not to do and that are not that you can't do over there, I'd never. In Niger, you don't look your elderly in the eye. But I'm born in Holland. I will look you in the eye. I will look you in the soul. I will look to your whole bloodline. As you're just telling me how your day was. So, and that's necessary in Europe, in the Western civilization. So, yeah. I'm not telling you stand up to your mom, but sometimes you need to stand up to your mom. And after I explained to her, like, hey, this is how I got where I am right now, and you are proud of me in it, we got to an understanding and the strain was gone. But yeah, sometimes obstacles occur. That woman has like 3 fire sign children, and she's a Cancer. Like, obstacles occur. On Tuesday the 27th, okay, on Tuesday the 27th, Mercury will enter Cancer. So Mercury, quite a quick sign, exiting the home, the main house for the first time, and in 16 days. And in 16 days, it will also rush through Cancer. But grab those days from the 27th on, as the thoughts and the feelings kind of like align for the first time in a year. Or, oh no, that will be later when Mercury will be in conjunction with the Sun. I'm ahead of myself. Mercury, quite fast. Stop it. But as Mercury enters Cancer, it will be directly in a sextile with the North Node. So as it just enters Cancer, the first degrees kind of, oh, then the North Node's also like in the first 3 degrees of Taurus. Just a side note. But what does your gut say? As it's in before you communicate or before you try to express your thoughts, what does your gut say about it? Think for the greatest good, as it's in sextile with the North Node, which is the collective fate, the collective destiny. We like to do and see you be better as a mother, kinda. Think in a utilistic way, in a utilistic manner. Utilistic, like for the greatest good. And door. On Wednesday the 28th of June, Venus will be in a conjunction with Lilith. Love yourself enough for the rest of us. Because even though, the Leo is a Leo, it doesn't really care about you. It just is. And it's expressing itself in the way it's doing. And as long as it's thriving, it will be thriving. And as long as it's not thriving, you don't have to say, oh, Leo, cut your nails. The Leo will know when it's best for the Leo to cut the nails. So that suppressed personality, Lilith in Leo, you know what's best for you. And Venus, your self-worth, what you find beautiful, how you attract and receive, and also give. And Leo also rules that inner child, the children know exactly where they want to be, what they want to do, who they want to be. They just need a nap time and some money. Children be thriving. I mean, look at these YouTube kids. I don't have to tell you. So on Thursday, the 29th of June, the Sun will be in a water trine with Saturn retrograde. As this water trine is happening, follow your gut to achieve your dreams. And know that we are not born timid. We only dimmed our lights. Venus will be in a fire trine with Chiron, the wounded healer. Venus, your self-worth in Leo. Leo ruled by the sun. We only dimmed that light because Sarah said, oh, I don't like that you're wearing gold and silver at the same time. Sarah, you're jealous that I can wear gold and silver at the same time. I did it because this is the moon crystal necklace from Floatish with a matching earring and a matching bracelets. Moon, Cancer season, Mama's birth. You know I digress. Either way, you only started lowering your voice because Daniel said, ooh, you talk so loud. Daniel doesn't know how to express his feelings because he's a boy. And he likes your voice, but he doesn't know how to compliment it because Daniel doesn't think straight because he's a little boy. That apparently ruined your psycho-cybernetics and told you like, oh, I shouldn't be talking that loud and I shouldn't be clashing gold and silver. We are not born timid. People normally say stuff just because they want to say stuff. Yoruba wisdom. People talk because they want to talk. My mama's so smart. On Friday the 30th of June, Mercury will be in a water trine with the same Saturn in retrograde. And as it will be in a water trine, so in emotional trine, something on the inside you need to fix, Neptune will be moving retrograde in Pisces. So Neptune is home domicile in Pisces and almost at the end. And now it's going back. We're going back to revisit, re-see, refocus, reconnect maybe, but redo. And Neptune, planet of the dreams, illusions, desillusions, pollution, addiction, Sean, those kind of themes, revisit, refocus. And it's not necessarily obsession, but if obsession comes up, look at your long-term obsessions because that's more of a Pluto retrograde thing in Capricorn. But yeah, what kind of illusions did you give yourself? It will clear, it will lift up. Yeah, Mercury, the thoughts in a water trine with Saturn, the builder, retrograde. Which upcoming thoughts make it difficult for you to achieve? Yeah. Which upcoming thoughts make it difficult because it's retrograde to achieve? Yeah. The roots, the thoughts again in Cancer, unable to let go sometimes. Sometimes you need to let go. But I invested so much in the wrong thing. So stop investing and let it go before it really destroys your character. We can't have that, Mom. Well, no, not my mom, but like the mom. Take care of yourself. Like at the end of the day, they're gonna say like, oh, but what stopped you? What stopped you? Who stopped you? And why did they stop you? I'm sorry, I really like asking uncomfortable questions, but let's just go further to Saturday, the 1st of July. And this is still just week 26. Saturday, the 1st of July, the sun will be in a conjunction with Mercury. And Mercury will first, because Mercury moves fast, but not faster than the moon. Mercury moves fast. So Mercury will first be in a sextile with Jupiter in Taurus, the feminine sextile. So on the inside, we need to do something on the inside. And then the sun will be in a feminine sextile with Jupiter a little later in the day. I think like 7 hours later in the day, but don't just know that's the timeline. I don't know what the time is exactly. But the mind and soul are in alignment. The mind and soul are in alignment and feelings. Grow in your intuition. So you have more security. Jupiter is the planet of growth, and it will be in a sextile with the sun and Mercury. The sun, your vitality, Mercury, the way you think in Cancer. Cancer, the mother again, the roots, the family ties and stuff. Some things your family said or people you consider family said or have considered. Because a lot of nostalgia, a lot of things from the past are coming back and stuff. Well, memories. The Cancer loves memories. That water, eh? But it's in the mind and the soul being in alignment. The sun and Mercury. In order to see where you can grow, where you need to reparent yourself, to gain that stability, to gain that solid foundation we were talking about. And so your roots cannot just be can grow deeper instead of just shallow and a lot of roots. Have one main stable roots. If you don't understand metaphors, I am not the gal for you. I'm telling you now. Don't. On Sunday, the 2nd of July, Venus will be in a fixed square with Uranus. Be the change you want to see in the world. Play Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator, because you need that earthquake. Well, Uranus, unexpected, in Taurus, stable, fixed Earth. Shake the table! Shake the table! Someone needs to do it. Oh, sorry, but someone needs to do it. And if it's for your greater good, because it's in a square, don't let them stop you. If that's your new persona, step into it boldly, like a Leo. Don't play Roar by Katy Perry. Keep that earthquake, or do. You know what? Be the YouTube man. Be the YouTube DJ you are, and mix it up, mash it up, for your greatest good. And yeah, if that is what, if you love it, we love it. But you need to love it yourself first, because you need to be the example. Okay, so on to week 27. On week 27, we start the week with a super full moon in Capricorn. The moon is domicile home in Cancer. And in Capricorn, it's just homesick. And the full moons are celebration with that homesick feeling of all that long-term planning, and you just want to start emotional bonds, but it's all this long-term practical stuff. The moon just wanted disco, and Capricorn just wanted whiskey and chill. So no, but yeah, far from home about what did you learn, what did you accomplish, what are you going to bring home, because it's still full moon, it's a celebration. What are you going to bring home in wintertime that you can feast on? Because in wintertime there's not a lot of growth to do, but you can fix the roots for the upcoming year, because we just started this year, so this is the summer. What did you plant in wintertime when the new moon was in Capricorn? Which you would like to see bloom, which fruits you're going to take home this year. Evaluate, celebrate. You put all that into it. You may celebrate now. Okay, on the Tuesday, the 4th of July, Lilith will be in a fire trine with Chiron. The stage is literally set. The only thing you need to do is step on it. Lilith, a true persona in Leo, effortlessly with the wounded healer in Aries, the go-getter, the starter, head first. Don't even think about it. Don't even sweat about it. That fire, it will. You there? I told you. If you didn't take my hand, you're on your way now. You're gonna be on your way now. Boy, the stage is literally set. Step up, love. On Tuesday, the 6th of July, Mercury will be in a cardinal square with Chiron. So you think you want to be home? I want to go home. No, you want to dick a fist up. Because why is this not your home? Have you not been here enough yet? Have you not got to know people here enough yet? Have you not learned them enough yet to say, okay, this is my home, this is also my comfort zone? I remember I've lived in my neighborhood for forever because I live with my mom. And then I left the house and then I came back like 2 seconds later. But people were like, oh, who is she? I never ever had something like, oh, I'm new here. I've lived here for, I don't know, 20 years. I've been gone for 1 year. And now you want to be looking at me like, who is she? Who are you? If someone's testing, if someone pushes you, push back. Which aspect was that? Wow. Oh, Mercury in a square with Chiron. Someone pushes you, push back. So if someone's testing you with a dictionary, get out your phone and whip out the dictionary app because it's quicker. On Friday the 7th of July, Mercury will be in a sextile with Uranus, a feminine sextile. Evolve your thinking style. Because the planet of revolution with your thinking style and your communication style. Evolve your thinking style. Build a new foundation. It's your life. Don't you forget. Call in the crowd. It never rests. You have to change it, and if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? No one's going to come to you like, oh, here, this is your life now. If you don't even resonate with it, how can someone push you to do it? So, like, find your own resonation. Oh, and that was the week, and that was the end of week 27, but as we enter week 28, we have the last quarter moon phase in Aries. So the moon will be in Aries, somewhere in conjunction with Chiron, because quick, boy. Bear with me now. Bear with me. Mercury on the 10th of Monday, the 10th of July. The moon will be in Aries, forming a last quarter little obstacle. And Mercury will be in a water trine with Neptune retrograde. Mercury will be in opposition with Pluto retrograde. Mars will enter Virgo. And as Mars enters Virgo, it will be in a direct trine, an Earth trine with the North Node in Taurus. This is all on Monday the 7th, and what did I write down? No one said the flow was easy. Do what you can, leave the rest. Let me dissect this for you. No one said the flow was easy because Mercury is trining Neptune in retrograde. So the dreams are going back, are kind of like getting revisited or something. So you thought it would be easy, but no one said it was. No one said it was. You dreamt about it. That's your own illusion. Mercury will be in an opposition with Pluto retrograde. So do what you can, because Pluto is quite obsessive, power, control, but in retrograde, it's hard to feel in control. So instead of being fixated in your thoughts, like I can do what you can and leave enough for the rest. As Mars enters Virgo, the earthy, orderly, altruistic sign of Virgo, very practical. It will be trining the North Node, an Earth trine, so also thinking logical and practical inside, because yeah, thoughts, it's Earth inside, feminine. So yeah, leave what you can for the rest. A Virgo will try, but a Virgo also knows, like, I will not try for this one because I cannot. A Virgo doesn't try. A Virgo does or does not, but because there is no try. You know what you're capable of. And if you're not capable of it, why are you even trying? Then that's a waste of your energy. Okay, so that was Monday the 10th of July. Yeah? On Tuesday, the 11th of July, Mercury will enter Leo. This all in one month, I told you. Mercury will enter Leo, and as it enters Leo, it will be in a direct or a fixed square with the North Node in Taurus. That North Node is really prominent. And the ego is necessary. Oh, no, skip. If an obstacle occurs, mind your business. The world is... Oh, your world revolves around you. If an obstacle occurs, what obstacle? Oh yeah, Mercury, your thoughts, and Leo. Let's say the Leo is quite show off, a vain, because it's square. So we are looking at the negative aspects of the negative, the less favorable eigenschap, the less favorable traits of a Leo. So Mercury with the less favorable traits of a Leo, we can be quite vain, a show off, lazy, and a square with the North Node and the North Node. Oh, a square with the North Node means a square with the South Node because they're always in direct opposition of each other. But let's concentrate first. The North Node, where you need to be, stability. Okay, and the South Node, comfort zone, need to get out of, I desire. Okay. That's a T square at first. That's a T square. Jezus, gaat lekker hè? Either way, that's a T square at first, and Mercury is the mediator between the North Node and the South Node. What do you think? What do you think about the whole situation? So yeah, if an obstacle occurs, mind your business, because is it even your business? Like the Leo, as long as I'm good, we good. Because the world revolves around the Leo, the sun rules the Leo, and the world revolves around the sun. Word. So get your inner stuff straight. And some things you need to like, let's look at the less favorable traits of Scorpio. I don't want to get the notes out, but less favorable traits of Scorpio. Okay, sometimes you need to get out of that to be good. More favorable traits, because we need to also think about the world. You're not everlasting. We're not everlasting. Remember that. We'll get back to this because the sun will follow. But on Wednesday, the 12th of July, the sun will be in a cardinal square with Chiron. And as that happens later in the day, the North Node will shift into the axis of Aries and Libra. Some words I haven't said a long time. But when the North Node starts shifting into Aries, we're thinking more about our own role in the world. And as the South Node is shifting into Libra, we're thinking about the relationships, the people behind us, Is it even a stable foundation you have behind you? Like in Feng Shui, I've got a solid wall behind me. I'm stable over here. But if I would have like a rocky closet behind me, you ain't stable. Those relationships are things we're going to revisit for the upcoming 18 months with the whole solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, new moon. But that's something for later. Either way, what was I saying? Yeah, the ego is necessary sometimes. As the sun, the ego in Cancer is is making a cardinal square, cardinal starting, initiating. Are you gonna start those? Are you gonna start those feelings? Me, I am, blah blah blah. Or are you gonna step more into that wounded healer archetype we all have in us, but we still need to evolve? And what obstacle is there occurring? The ego is necessary sometimes because Aries is also the eye, the first house, the head, first sign of the zodiac. So we're really like only child, best child, prodigy child energy. If you think that you're the greatest, step out like you the greatest. And if they're like, who did you think you are? Do I know you? Do you know me? Have a good day, sir. Have a good day. That's how I do. Learn from Leo. Gratis en voor niets. Zomaar hier op YouTube. On Saturday the 15th of July, the sun will be in a sextile, a feminine sextile with Uranus. Make nurture your nurture. Do you even have substance? Sorry. Make nurture your nature. Like, that's what I'm gonna discuss in the next video, where I'm gonna like lay out the whole intention journal stuff, because it's that first page again. Like, what do you do on Saturdays? What do you do on Fridays? What do you do on whatever days? And first has to be for you. If you do not fill your own cup, how can you fill someone else's cup? If you're half empty, please don't come offer me anything before I'm going to treat myself as worthy of half empty. Love. I don't know who told you that, but you deserve to be full. You deserve to be full. So that's the end of week 28. Week 29. Oh, what an aspect. Jeetje. We're almost at the end of it. On week 29, Monday the 17th of July, Mercury will be in a square, a fixed square with Jupiter, the expander. And we also have the new moon in Cancer. So a new start about the feelings, about the emotional bond you start. Because I'm also a little, okay, I started Cancer season with the new moon in Gemini. I'm learning as I'm progressing with you. And I'm so happy we're together, Scozy. Either way, the new moon in Cancer. The only thing I wrote down is Andrea Botticelli, Time to Say Goodbye. You hear the violins? Okay. Because Twats and Jupiter the expander, like I said, these are just like Andrea Botticelli, Time to Say Goodbye. Is someone going retrograde or something? What obstacle is there occurring? We need to grow. Okay, I got a phone call. We need to grow. I'm almost done, so I'm not editing anything. Yeah, sometimes some things we really need to discard in order to grow. And then especially them feels with the new moon in Cancer, like everything is just sinking. I love the synchronicity of this whole human design thing. Boy, redo the feels, rethink the feels, see in which house this falls for you, the Cancer new moon. And Intention journal accordingly. Bitte. No, 2 days left. 2 days left. On Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, the 20th of July, the Sun will be in an opposition with Pluto retrograde. The Sun will also be in a square with the North Node. Again, square with the one, square with the other. And the Sun will be the mediator instead of Mercury this time. And Mars in Virgo will be in opposition with Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. Okay, long story short. From home, you were taught better than those people. Redo. Whoa. Which people? Oh, because the North Node and the South Node are moving, right? So the South Node, comfort zone, we need to get out of. And the North Node is where we need to grow to as individuals, because it's not always the group, it's not always the family, it's not always the relationships, the partners and stuff. And oh my god, do you remember the last video where I was almost crying at the end because people are breaking up their relationships? Yeah, that's how fast I heal, like a screen protector. But people are breaking off those relationships. Like, if you did not put a ring on it, the ring is like the 8th house. The 7th house is like, we're dating. Yeah, but you're seriously dating. You're taking this playing house real. Sharon, stick to the script. Stop minding other people's business. The Sun in opposition with Pluto retrograde. So the Sun, the vitality in the house of the family, the home, in opposition with Pluto retrograde, destroying every long-term plan Capricorn has planned for you. The synchronicity is real. But the Sun will be the mediator between the North Node and the South Node, which will be in Aries and Libra. So mediating, okay, where do I need to expand, do better for myself, be more assertive? And where do I need to cut down relationships, cut down communication? Because Libra is an air sign, cardinal air, starting the autumn. And in autumn we go a little inside, remember? And springtime, fire, Aries, cardinal, starting action for yourself. Yeah, probably go to the gym. I need to start doing work, sit-ups again. Like, let me just be honest. Oh, yesterday it was bigger. Boy, I need to be doing workouts again. I was bloated. But, and Mars will be Mars in Virgo will be in opposition with I want to say Neptune again, but Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. Mars, I act in the orderly, your health routine, your work routine. So acting on your health and work routines. And where do you feel less accomplished, where less achieved? Where did you not achieve what you think you were going to do, what you were dreaming about doing and being? Make a new plan. Make a new plan. Discard of the old one. Let it go. Like, who's gonna hold you to it anyway? And then on Saturday, the 22nd of July, Mercury will be in a trine, in a fire trine with Chiron. Teach the children, for the unborn children. Mercury, lessons, thoughts. It's, yeah, with Chiron, the wounded healer. Heal the children by healing yourself. Be cool. Okay, and then on Sunday, the 23rd, so we're at the end of week 29. Here, local time in The Hague. I say Amsterdam because Amsterdam is the GMT time, but I'm in The Hague. Here, the local time in The Hague, and it's 6 minutes apart with the other side of the Netherlands. So anyway, but at 3:33 in the Maun, Venus will be moving retrograde in Leo. Told you love me. No, either way. Venus will be moving retrograde in Leo. So Venus will be in Leo like a long time. The sun will be moving in Leo later, a little later, I think like 7:42 local time. And 14:42, Chiron will be moving retrograde in Aries. So we're going to revisit them wounds. And Mercury will be in a conjunction with Lilith in Leo. And then Mercury will be in a fixed square with Uranus in Taurus. We're going to talk about that then. I've held you long enough. I mean, like, Cancer season's always like, when you want to go, your mom is like, oh, I got something to tell you. Oh, I got something to... Ma, I need to prepare stuff because I got a boat ride and fish dinner planned for her and for friends. But maybe she's going to cry because I told her I was going to have fish dinner with her. But I got to work